5 Stoic habits for keeping your calm in any chaos. You are about to learn how to stay calm, cool, and collected, even when the world around you seems to be unraveling. In this video, we'll walk through 5 concrete Stoic-inspired practices you can use right now to rewire your brain for resilience in chaos. Stay tuned, because each habit builds on the last, and by the end, you'll have a framework to anchor yourself no matter what storm hits. Habit 1. Pause before you react. Have you noticed how fast you can lose your cool a split second when chaos knocks and your nervous system hijacks you? Research shows that anger or reactive emotions impair our ability for perspective. People feeling anger are less likely to take others' viewpoints. Our brains literally become more narrow, less spacious. What if you could keep that space by inserting a tiny pause, like a mental buffer, and choose your response instead of being swept up by it? That's exactly the first practice. Philosophical root. Epictetus famously said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, remember that your mind is complicit." Stoicism teaches that the first movement of emotion is involuntary, that flash of irritation or fear, but the second movement is where your freedom lies. The pause gives you back your power of choice. How to practice. When you feel the first surge of agitation, heart rate quickens, breath shortening, jaw tightening, stop, take in one deep breath, quickly label the feeling. Here's irritation. Then ask, what am I choosing now? That pause creates space in your nervous system. Why it matters. In Stoic philosophy, you are not your impulses. By pausing, you reclaim choice. This practice primes the brain to shift from reactive mode, fight, flight, to responsive mode, wise action. The question is, once you've paused, what do you do next? That's where the next habit becomes crucial. Habit 2. Reframe the situation. When chaos hits, your brain often frames it as a threat. This is wrong. I can't handle this. Why me? Are you letting the external world dictate your internal state? Or are you willing to reinterpret the moment? Philosophical root. Epictetus wrote, "It's not things that upset us, but our opinions about them." Marcus Aurelius layered onto this, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." And people feel disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. This habit is pure Stoic cognitive training. You're editing the interpretation, not the event. How to practice. After you've done the first practice, ask, what possibility is hidden here? After the pause, shift the frame. Instead of, this shouldn't be happening, try, this is my moment to practice steadiness. A delayed flight becomes patience training. A rude comment becomes boundary practice. A mistake becomes humility training. You're not denying the reality, you're choosing how to view it. Why it matters. Ancient Stoics like Epictetus taught that it's not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. By reframing, you discharge the trigger that would make you into a victim. So now you've paused, you've reframed, but what keeps you steady when things keep oscillating? Habit 3. Anchor in the present moment. Chaos often sneaks in through time, past regrets, future anxieties, so you're pulled out of the present moment. Remember what we shared about how high arousal towards anger, fear, anxiety undermines your ability for perspective and leads to reactive behavior. This practice will help lead you through recurrent experiences when chaotic thoughts start to bother you. The question then is, are you living inside the storm being tossed about by your thoughts, or are you observing it? This is the very essence of practice number 3. Philosophical root. Marcus Aurelius said, confine yourself to the present. Then remind yourself that past and future have no power over you, only the present, and even that can be minimized. Just mark off its limits. Stoicism teaches that the only thing you ever truly control is your choices in this moment, not what might happen, not what has already happened. The discipline it takes to remain in the present constantly reminds you that you can only act now. The past is done. The future is not yet known. How to practice. Use your body as an anchor. Bring awareness to your feet or your hands, your breath, your posture. Say to yourself, I'm here now. Use a simple mantra. Here on the inhale, now on the exhale. Here on the inhale, now on the exhale. Do this for 30 to 60 seconds. Why it matters. Your awareness that links the body with mind brings you from chaos mode to coherence. You can slow your heart rate down, Reduce the stressful thoughts that start to boil from within by anchoring into your body. Once you're anchored, how do you move forth in that steadiness? Habit 4 will show how to engage your intentional will. Habit 4, choose your action, not reaction. I mentioned the word discipline in the last habit. There are many disciplines in Stoicism. The disciplines are a major tenet of the heart of Stoicism. People may think calm means passive or weak. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Calm is an active discipline and a show of real strength. You've made it here to habit number 4. So the question is, how do you choose your action with purpose? Philosophical root. The Stoics held that the only true good is virtue. Virtues like courage, justice, temperance, wisdom. You can't always control circumstances, but you always control the character you bring to them. Seneca reminded us, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Acting from virtue pulls you back into reality. How to practice. So you've paused, you've reframed, you've anchored yourself. Now how do you choose your action? Ask yourself, does this choice align with my values, my best self? Then pick the action that reflects the virtue you most want to embody: courage, compassion, wisdom. When you choose from virtue, you control the one thing no chaos can touch: your integrity. Why it matters. The Stoics insisted that virtue reflects your character. When you choose from virtue, you control the one thing no chaos can touch: your integrity. Your external environment might be chaotic, but your action can reflect virtue. Who will you choose to be? But there's a final step that turns all of this from technique into transformation, and it's the piece most people skip. That's habit 5. Habit 5, reflect and integrate daily. Here's the final inquiry to the habit number 5. Are you letting chaos condition you, or are you conditioning yourself? Philosophical root. Seneca said, nothing will help us so much as a frequent examination of ourselves. The Stoics held great value in reviewing their day, each day before going to bed, as a method of self-examination and observation as to what we might learn to do better or improve upon. Stoicism is not about performance but daily practice. Reflection is the crucible where improvement solidifies. How to practice. At the end of each day, set aside 5 minutes. Ask yourself, when did I act from panic? When did I act from calm and choice? What can I learn? Choose one thing, and you can even write this thing down. Then ask, tomorrow, how will I live what I learned today? This helps links your chaotic moments to growth. Why it matters. Without integration, habit 1 to 4, stay isolated and reactive. Reflection turns experience into wisdom, chaos into a teacher. Integrating through reflection rewires your brain over time into resilience and growth. So there we are, 5 Stoic-rooted habits to keep your calm in any chaos. Pause, reframe, anchor in the present, choose your action, and reflect and integrate daily. Practice these consistently. You'll begin rewiring your brain and your habits of mind. You'll not only survive storms, you'll be able to walk through them with a steadfast and profound mastery in your character. If you're ready for the next level, our next video will teach you 7 ways to become bulletproof to negativity. In today's world, that's a superpower you need. For now, take these practices and make them into daily habits. Apply it today and see what changes. Thanks for being here.